What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today is officially the last day of 2021. It is New Year's Eve, and today, as a yearly tradition, I wanted to give out my yearly year in review video. Couple things. First off, if I sound kind of sick, it's because I woke up with my allergies, so don't worry about that. Also, I just now get a haircut, like literally less than an hour ago. I just got out of the shower like 10 minutes ago. And I'm trying out my new light bulb here to adjust the light. It's not 100%. Oh, if I move over here, oh, that's brighter. There we go. I was about to say that that's the brightest I can adjust it with the white color. But I mean, actually, if I just move over here, I think the camera will see it better. But so much happened this year. It's been a wild ride. It's definitely been a whole lot better than last year. And let's just kind of start it off. I don't want to start talking about other things before I even get to the main topic, so I'll save all that for later. So let's start off the year in review and see how it started. So the year started off pretty bad. January pretty much sucked for me, except for like 1 week of the month, and like towards the last like 3 days of the month, those were the only good times. But most of January was trash. And that was primarily because we were all isolated, because we just couldn't stop catching COVID. I never caught it, neither did my sister ever catch it, but the rest of my family members did. So for most of January, we were all isolated, so that kind of sucked. The only time we were not isolated was the week before the MLK weekend, and then the last 3 days. And you know, those times were actually alright. And then February was an okay month. I actually, well, that's when we got hit with the snowstorm, which we were not prepared for. And because we don't get snow ever, and we weren't prepared for it, many people lost power, lost their electricity, they were basically no AC, and it was freaking freezing. Now, thankfully for me, I wasn't one of those people. I had my electricity with me the whole time. I think one or two of our sinks got busted though, because we didn't left it dripping, but for the most part we had everything. Not trying to like brag here, but I'm just like saying, like, thankfully I wasn't in that position where I lost everything, like the electricity, water, none like that, or my power. Everything was good, thankfully, so I managed to keep all cozy here, and found some stuff to do, I guess. And then that kind of wraps for February. Oh yeah, March. This is where things start to get good for a couple reasons, because this is when the vaccines finally come out for everybody, and this is where we slowly start to see the decline of the COVID cases. But March was a pretty good month, and I started off the month with reviving that old Sony Handycam, or no, I'm sorry, not a Handycam, that old cyber shop that used to belong to my mom, and like she had a lot of stuff on it, and it was dead for so many years, and I finally revived it. And you guys got to see that, and now it's just sitting in my camera corner. Also in March was the first time I traveled out of state, out the country, and on a plane. I went to Monterrey in Mexico, and that was the best vacation I ever had. It was so fun, dude. Except for the part with the wildfire, but we don't speak about that. You guys can check that vlog out if you guys want to. That vacation was so much fun. I would kill, or I'll just do anything to get back in there, to go back to that place. It was so awesome, dude. It was fantastic. The vacation was awesome. Got to meet some of my cousins and aunts and uncles I never met. Got to be with my family, and I had, you know, actually they were fun. Like, it was like fun cousins too, so like we got to hang out. We just went around the town. It was pretty cool actually, because we actually went out a lot. And that was about March. Most of it kind of just relied on my Mexico vacation, which was so much fun. You know, I did get pretty sad when I had to leave, but you know, that's actually where I am heading tomorrow. Well, not that specific part of Mexico, but I am going there tomorrow. So we're pretty busy right now packing, and I have a flight to catch tomorrow at noon. But that's besides the point. But yeah, March was good just because of the Mexico vacation. April was okay month. I started the month off pretty good. It was Easter that month. It was I had a fun Easter. This year was so much fun. It was kind of like 2019, except my favorite cousins weren't there, but I did have some of my other cousins. But Easter this year was fun. I actually live streamed that also. We were just messing around with the Easter egg hunt and my cousin falling. I remember that. April, I didn't really do a whole lot that month. I just kind of chilled. So we'll just kind of leave April like that. But you know, April wasn't a bad month. May was probably the best month of the year. May was freaking awesome. Started off the month with it was my sister's first communion, and so you know we had a big party, had so many people. Oh, also forgot to mention April. I got my COVID vaccine. That was when I got the first dose, and then May is when I got my second dose. But yeah, we had a really big party for my sister's first communion. That was so much fun. Yeah, I streamed it too while we were playing Smash Bros. And then you know we did some other fun stuff in May. May is also when Miitopia was released for the Switch, and I live streamed the midnight release, and that's kind of when I also started to get back into Tomodachi Life again. Occasionally I still kind of check on it, not every often, but sometimes. And then May also was my last month of school where I finally got out. I went to the 24 Hours at Saginaw event. Overall, the Memorial Day weekend was freaking awesome, dude. But yeah, overall May, I really liked that month a lot. No, I love that month a lot. May was the best month of the year, no cap. And then June is when summer starts, and that's when I get my summer job. And that was a pretty good, decent job. June was a pretty okay month because also June was where I bought my new Sony vlogging camera. So I got that, and it's so awesome. And I remember if you guys saw my unboxing video, the excitement I had when I opened the camera for the first time and tried it out, it was amazing. But June was a pretty okay month, or it was a pretty good month, like average, now that I had my job and I kind of started making more money. Then July was, well, July was kind of a long month, but most of the time in July, I was in Mexico, where I'm going back tomorrow. And that's where I was for most of the July. But that was an alright vacation, except for the really crappy Wi-Fi, which hopefully won't be the case anymore because we're trying to get our own router there, which I really hope we do. But yeah, most of July I was in Mexico, so that was a pretty decent month. And then when I did return, I got that BlackBerry, which I collected and I showed you guys. And for July, I didn't really do a whole bunch of stuff. Then August is the month I started my senior year of high school, which I still am in right now, but I started my senior year. But overall, August was kind of boring. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Except for one time where I went to my friend's pool party, but that was about it. September was also kind of a boring month, except for when it was my sister's birthday. We went to Hurricane Harbor, and the next day we had a party with some of our friends and cousins. That was pretty fun. But yeah, most of September was just kind of boring. October, same story, kind of a bit boring. We didn't do, oh no, October actually was a pretty decent month because we went to the state fair, which was cool to be back in after not being there for so long, after 2 years, you know, because they didn't have it last year, that freaking food drive, which I didn't go to because it just kind of seemed pointless to me. But I know some people who did go, but I didn't. I personally didn't go because I just thought it was kind of a waste of time. But it was nice to be back in the state fair. It was cool to go around. You know, my cousins were there. I was with my cousins. We were chilling. We, you know, had a lot of fried food. I didn't get to try the fried Oreos, unfortunately. Hopefully next year. But it was cool to see, to get on the rides, the roller. This is the year I went on a lot of rides with the Ferris wheel. Oh, no, not the Ferris wheel. I didn't get on that. It was the Texas subway, which was like a cable car, and then on those little roller coasters. I mean, while I was screaming a lot, I did get pretty dizzy at some points. It was still fun. And, you know, seeing Big Tex again and eating all that food. It's pretty good. And that kind of wraps up October. November. Now, November was another pretty good month. It started the month off with, I don't know how I started it. But that was when the GTA Trilogy came out, which to a lot of people was a pretty disastrous release. I don't play it much often anymore because I've been playing GTA 4 so much on my computer. But for most part, November was good because it started the month off. It was my birthday. I turned 18, which was awesome. And then I had a little party with my family. My cousins came, and that was so cool. We did try to live stream. I tried not to laugh, but it ended up in disaster, so we just didn't end up. But that was a pretty fun day. Then we had Thanksgiving break, and Thanksgiving break this year was actually good. I actually liked Thanksgiving break. I wouldn't say, because Thanksgiving break was kind of like last year it was actually good. I'm not gonna lie, actually, surprisingly last year's Thanksgiving break, I actually liked it. This year I liked it too, and sometimes, there were some cases where we did some things better last year and some things we did better this year. But overall, I'll just say like it was as good as last year for Thanksgiving break, and it was pretty good. And then, you know, Black Friday came up, I got my laptop, and that was awesome, dude. And now we moved to December. That's the month, well, this month now, was my laptop arrived, and I was so excited to try out GTA. I really wanted to get a webcam and a microphone, but I was kind of running low on money. I could buy one now, but at this point, it's a little too late because I'm leaving to Mexico tomorrow, so like, I just might as well. We'll find out. I'm also gonna try to find a job after I come back. But yeah, I got my laptop. It was the first time I got to play GTA 5 and 4 after wanting to play for so many years, and I finally got to mod it. And then overall, every weekend actually was kind of fun because we would go somewhere. On at least the weekends before Christmas, anyways. We got to go to places. We actually were at a wedding a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago already. And yeah, but then afterwards, it kind of started. And then I got out for winter break. And we didn't really do much this Christmas, primarily also because we're currently being hit with the new COVID variant, the Omicron variant, which I hope it goes away fast because I remember with Delta only lasted like a month. Hopefully Omicron is the same way, but so far it seems to be a little more severe than Delta, which I hope at least not enough. At least I hope it can only last a month, because right now COVID cases are spiking again, but hopefully sooner or later we can see another decline like we did like in the fall, because when Delta died off really quick in only a month. So hope Omicron's the same story. But yeah, but we didn't move much this Christmas, and then now we're on to this week, where right now we're busy as hell packing for Mexico. So that's basically what I did like this year. But let's talk about my channel, like how my channel actually did this year. Well, in terms of my videos, I did post a lot of videos, and primarily most of them in January. I posted a bunch of vlogs also with the snowstorm, my Mexico trips, and then just some other random content. Mostly I think it was just like, then towards the end of the year I started moving to more GTA content, which is kind of what I'm doing now. And but overall this year it was nothing new because I barely gained any. I'm still at the same amount of subscribers. And that's because, again, they only care about that stupid cringy animation website that I'm not going to speak about, and what I hope shuts down soon. Because, honestly, it's not really doing good. Like, people are just, like, getting worse and worse because of that website. And you see less people on it, and more people becoming idiots. So, I think their best option is just shut the whole website down. Because, let's be honest, it's not even used for business. It's just used for little kids to make their cringy videos. But yeah, primarily I didn't really see an increase in any subscribers, but that didn't bother me, primarily because I got a summer job, and that managed to, I think, make up for that. But in terms of the channel this year, I posted so many videos, but nothing changed in revenue or subscribers. All that stayed the same, and I don't expect it to be any different next year, to be honest. I can hope, but that's probably not gonna happen. So yeah, overall, in my personal opinion, if I had to put this year on a list of my favorite years, I'd put it in 3rd place. 2019, I still would say was the best year ever for me. 2019 I accomplished so much that year, and I'm gonna keep that at the top of the list. And maybe I'd be very lucky if next year would beat 2019. Probably not. And then my 2nd favorite year was 2018, and then my 3rd favorite year was definitely this year. All I'll say is it was so much better than 2020, dude. Because, I mean, the start of the year didn't look good because it was kind of just continuing off of last year. But then, you know, as time progressed, things started to get so much better. Vaccines, you know, hopefully everything can calm down with the Omicron variant, I'm hoping so. But that is my personal year in review. So overall, out of a 10, I'd give this year a 7.5 out of 10. It was pretty good. Although there were a couple bad things that did happen, for the most part, I'd say it was a good year. Let me guys know how you guys thought of how you guys spent your 2021 and what you guys plan for next year. Personally, next year, I'm just kind of starting to focus more on myself now that I'm going to be graduating high school in May, which is not that far away if you think about it. And hopefully, I'm going to start putting more focus on myself with college, finding a job, all that stuff. Because, you know, sooner or later, I'm going to become independent. And that's kind of what I want to focus on myself now, coming the next following year with my college and all that. And yeah, so overall, it's been a pretty good year. And I can't wait to see what next year has. Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know, because like, you know, now that I'm 18, gotta have to start doing more work, especially after I graduate high school. So I don't know, I'll just see whatever next year is going to have for me. And yeah, so happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope you guys all had a really good year, and I hope you guys have a good 2022. And yeah, I'll stream the countdown tonight. I'm never gonna forget that. It's a yearly tradition I've been doing since the 2019 countdown, and now we're gonna do the 2022 countdown. So yeah, happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Hope you guys had a good year, and let me know in the comments how you guys spent 2021 or what you guys did. And yeah, guys, so I'm heading out to Mexico tomorrow. I have a plane to catch in literally 23 hours. So yeah, I will see you guys in 2022. Well, if I'm gonna do the countdown first. But afterwards, I will catch you guys in 2022. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.